Hello every pony arts, Lisiana here. Link to my divining art in the description below and also for my Patreon. Warning, this video will contain pictures from Google. That is not mine, so please give respect to the owners of these pictures and copyrights. Also, it's going to contain my personally opinion and a wild theory, so if you don't like stuff in My Little Pony or you don't like stuff like this, then click away or else stay. Yeah, here we go. 3, 2, 1. So today I was going to talk about how I feel that the Changelings were once crystal ponies. And I actually had this discussion with book cover yesterday where I had to explain my theory about, changelings actually being crystal ponies. Their love was taken away from them and then they became changelings. But let me just start with Amara. Amara was the queen before, Cadence and Shining Armor was there. And I feel that she is the one that made the Crystal Empire. She gave her subjects the crystal code and she made the heart, the crystal heart. So I will explain why this is very in need of my theory, or how to say that, by starting with giving you an example. Well, we all know Amara was the queen of the Crystal Empire. I think actually that she found the book that the, Rarity also uses, the Necronomicon book. And she used the power to make a great and powerful empire. So I actually feel like without Amara's way of using the book, I don't feel like there would have been any empire at all. So she uses the book to make the empire and be happy and give her subjects the crystal code, or how to say that. But there's nobody to, end the spell like Spike ends the spell on Rarity. So I think that Amara became obsessed with, things that are perfect, things that are, how can I say that, too perfect, because she was surrounded by, crystals and crystal ponies, and maybe she wanted to be more herself also. So I actually feel that she used the book and actually cast the spell on herself. It backfired, so her heart was, I will not say taken out of her, but turned into crystal. So there is the crystal heart, and she put it into the Crystal Empire for safety and for keeping it and stuff like that. Now, I know that there is the comic where there's Sombra that turns Amara into stone, but I was actually thinking if she was still under the influence of the book's magic, I feel like the book could actually reassemble her again and make her rise as a new thing. So she collects herself almost as the T-1000 in the Terminator. She collects herself and becomes the changeling queen we all know and love, Chrysalis. And I also feel like she took the name Queen Chrysalis because she was, once the queen of the Crystal Empire. And it could make so much sense if it was her, because then she had some meaning in coming back and trying to overtake the Crystal Empire, trying to get a king and, overtaking her own subjects again. And the only thing that actually could make them go away was Shining Armor and Cadence's love for each other. And that actually also makes a lot of sense, because remember what I said with Queen Chrysalis hadn't any heart. So I actually believe when when she was turned to Chrysalis, I feel like a lot of her subjects went with her, even though that she became Chrysalis, or she maybe manipulated some of her other subjects to go with her before the Crystal Empire was gone for 1,000 years and stuff like that. And we also see how easily the crystal ponies are manipulated by Sombra's, forgetful magic, or how to say that. And I do feel like they're a pony race that are subdued to magic, or how to say that. But that's a theory for other day. And I also feel like the destroying of the crystal heart also shows that, that the love Chrysalis once had through the Crystal Empire is actually now gone. But I don't know about you guys. I also really was thinking about this when I saw Thorax's new wings. It almost looks like he has, crystal wings, or how to say that. And if you look at the new design of the new Changelings, you will probably notice that they're very colorful, and I feel like it could definitely look like they have been crystal ponies before, or how to say that. So I do believe that Thorax actually is rightful king to the Crystal Empire, or how to say that without knowing. But I feel like they will make the hive into a better kingdom now, so I don't feel like Thorax is going to go after the Crystal Empire and stuff like that. But I really feel like it's interesting with the Amara background story and dark crystals. And I was also thinking about Queen Chrysalis's chair, this magical black stone or crystal that can absorb every magic that is around you. And I was actually feeling like I have seen this chair or this throne before. In the Crystal Empire, there's the Crystal Throne. And when Twilight uses dark magic on the crystal, it opens, this room to downstairs for the fear door and stuff, all of the things that the Twilight are going through. But what we are missing is the scene where the throne changes into black crystals. So I was actually thinking that Queen Chrysalis' chair might be something that Sombra had a finger in making, or actually Celestia, because the only two ponies I know about that can make dark crystal is Sombra and Celestia. So I really do feel like it's very interesting and a very convoluted point. But I was also thinking if Queen Chrysalis wants to take revenge and find Sombra's horn or something in those lines, or resurrect Sombra, I really do feel like the shadow of the Changelings, or how to say that, is enough to make her a whole army, or how to say that. Because remember what I said in the early start, I do believe that the Changelings were once crystal ponies that was taken, all of their love was taken from them, and I do believe that Queen Chrysalis also feed out of their love in the hive. So she feeds out of the love, and then they are born without any love or compassion or anything. The only thing that is different from Thorax to the other changelings is that Thorax was born with some sort of love still left in him, or how to say that. He wanted to make friends, and he, became such good friends with Spike, so he had all of this love to give Chrysalis. And I also feel like that is how the other changelings has love still left in them. I do feel like also they have feed out of other ponies. They have gotten love from other ponies, or else they wouldn't have survived. So they are actually giving all that they had left, and also all that they have been feeding all of these years back to Chrysalis. And that was actually destroying the throne and stuff like that. But let me know in the comments down below what you think about this theory, and do remember that inspiration is right around the corner. Do remember to take care of yourself and your loved ones. And I know that I'm making wild theories, but I really do like to make stuff like this, and I will probably not stop. So yeah, that's actually all for today. Okay, yeah, bye.